All right, quick little intro here. Is will you find love during the zombie apocalypse? Or, what kind of romance will you find? As ridiculous as this sounds, this actually spreads work for will you find love and what kind? So, again, this is a zombie romance spread, but it's will you find love and what kind? So, during the apocalypse, you can choose from pile number one, two, or three. Depending on what kind of shield maiden you are, I've chosen battle axes for your awesome bitches. I just want to say apologies. I have paint on my hands that I can't wash off. I've been painting murals all day. Oh, battle axe number two. Battle axe number three. And before I continue any further, this is an 18 years of age and older. I probably will be swearing accidentally, probably more possibly than accidentally. And who knows what else may come out of my mouth. This is a zombie spread. This is about romance, love, sex, divineness, all that kind of fun stuff. So again, pile number one, two, three. Timestamps are below with my dirty paint fingers. Sorry, timestamps are below. You can skip to your pile next and you can see if you find romance and what kind. Alright. We got group number one here. These shield maiden bitches. We'll do this one in a bit here. Now, let's just lay these out here first. Okay, topic of the day. Will you find romance? And if so, what kind of romance will you find here in the zombie apocalypse? Throwing down the first court. I see a pussy here. I see boredom. I see you not happy here with the person who you're with. Let's just have a little flip-see. Four cups. Unfulfilled, man. Apathy. You got stability, yeah, but you're not very fulfilled right now here during the zombie horde. You know, this pussy here that you may be dealing with, that it's on your lap and needing to be cuddled. You might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The star energy moving towards the goal of will you find love during the apocalypse or not. This is about renew and hope. Miracles. I want you to have faith, you know. I know you have dreams about things being in the spotlight with a new love. Not like with this pussy that you're dealing with over here that needs to be cuddled. The Two of Wands here. Waiting for results, man. It's time to make choices, travel plans. Maybe it's time to leave his ass here in this household that you found during the horde, and maybe it's time to leave and move on to your own crib, you know. Page of Hazard. Let's go outside and, let's go talk to the little guy. Right outside your mailbox, you have a little paper dude. You can talk to him and see, so hey, should I stay here? Do you like this neighborhood, or should I move to a whole new neighborhood? This is what we'd have to find out here. The Page of Hazards, he brings little messages coming in. Again, dealing with that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This may be about a new love. This is about new news coming in. I think you should leave where you're at and move on to new adventures here. The Queen of Swords. This is you, my friend. Queen of Swords. This is air energy. Self-sufficient person. This is an honest person. I think we should dive in here to the zombie tarot deck. It comes with its own little book, and I have to read them out to you because they're hilarious. Let's start off with the Four of Cups, this pussy here that you're dealing with. I really think that you should probably just leave. This one here, it says boredom, dissatisfaction, weariness. Sure, being a zombie seems exciting, but who doesn't enjoy sending the crowds of people fleeing and screaming in terror? Yet there are moments when you are likely to experience boredom, melancholy. But when that happens, look for opportunities to rejuvenate yourself. A little fresh blood may be just the thing to get you chasing after the kids in the playground again. Aw. See? He just needs to be coddled. And you know what? You're a Valkyrie, bitch. Right here. My shield maiden who's looking for love in the apocalypse. I think just, find someone new. You love to be serenaded. You love to look out at night at stars. That's what you need. You don't need someone who'd like to be cuddled. You want to be in the back of a pickup truck with a couple of sleeping bags and looking out into the stars night. It's time to move. Let's see where you're moving to. It's checking out the star card here. The star is talking about recognition, inspiration. You're on the right track. Yep. It's time for you to move on. You're on the right track for the most important things in life. While good luck and a fresh attitude brings new opportunities, take a minute to reveal your accomplishments and then move on to the next level of awesome. Others look for you for inspiration and guidance while scraping off the zombie goo off their shoes. What's your plan? Decisions again. Boredom. Decisions. I think you should move on to try to find love. Are you going to stay in that household? You mean you've eaten all the food that's in the neighborhood that you can find already? Like how much more you have to wait? Let's see what the Two of Wands here has to say in the zombie apocalypse. Zombie tarot card deck. This again. Are you kidding me? This is about choices. This is about crossroads. Decisions. A decision needs to be made, dude. Do you chase after the bums living down by the waterfront, or you go and small children by the playground? What is with you and playground? Both seem easy pickings. It is possible that neither choice is wrong. What is more important that you just make a decision, any decision, soon. You're starting to mold, dude. Your vagina's getting moldy. It's time for you to brush the cobwebs out and move on. Let's go talk to this here little pages of hazards. Page of hazards. He's responsible. This is about new beginnings. As you're moving on and leaving your house, you're saying goodbye to this little guy. He's too cute to resist. Plus, he's really good at giving out killer stock tips. His arrival and the spread is a clue to a new beginning. Look for opportunities involving money or education, and just be sure you're not too shackled to your current career or material possessions. Leave yourself the opportunity to lurch in a new direction. Okay. Like I said, you've already eaten all the food up in the neighborhood. This is already like your 22nd house you found during the apocalypse. You don't really have any, material possessions that really tie you to this house, and you can leave this pussy behind. Just leave in the middle of the night. It doesn't even matter. He is someone that is not a man and needs to be coddled, like I keep saying. Let's move on to the Queen of Swords. You find your own place. What's happening here? Looks like you have found your own place. This is about a little sharp tongue. Unscrupulous woman. Intelligent. This is you, my friend. If you think you're kicking her out of her double wide, then you got another thing coming. Underneath her hair curls and a terry cloth bathrobe beats her heart of a true fighter. The Queen of Swords represents a woman who may have suffered the loss of a loved one, but she still carries on. She's a little tougher, a little wiser, and she's definitely ready for the next wave of tear. Yeah! Look at her in her double wide, ready to go. She's even got some bait here. She's like, she can sit here that long and whoosh, bait will go off. She's fine. She's got some beer. She doesn't even have to worry about proper footwear. She is comfortable. She's got her gear. She's got her hair set for the night. Yeah, she's boarded up. I think it was a wise choice. I think we need to go dive right in. I'm excited. Oh my God. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime because you waited. You found true love. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, so I said just leave it the night. So you're politer than I am. Honestly, just tell him that I'm sorry, you're not a man. I take your man card from you and you're a pussy. Okay, that is my communication. I'm telling you to say engagement. Your life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Because you gave that conversation, you told him, hey, I took away your man card. Down the road, you're in your double wide, you're set, you got your live bait, you're comfortable. Some hottie knocks on the door and says, hey, I got 3 cans of tomato soup. I have a lot of weed and I do not have any blue zigzags. Do you have any? And you said, why, yes. Yes, I do. And so there it is. That's how your love life began. Is that you traded 3 cans of tomato soup for a pack of blue zigzags. The engagement was pretty much right off the bat because, you know, time is of an essence in the apocalypse. And this is your true love. Like, he even comes up from behind you and gives you sweet kisses while you mow down a zombie horde. You know, he's there. You know, you have divine guidance over your shoulder during this apocalyptic times. You know, I see you here bringing him sandwiches and him loving it as he's, you know, bringing in the day's menu. You know, that's excellent. Oh, Trapper Dan. This is an amazing read and I'm excited for you. And I say, leave the pussy. You will find true love. You'll be fine in your own house. You'll actually be quite prosperous in your own house. Make sure you don't forget to say goodbye to the neighborhood kid. He's pretty sweet little gaffer. Make those decisions in your life. Move on. Onward and upward. Alright. True love is in the air. Thanks for watching, and it was an honor to read for you. Right. Second pile, second Valkyrie bitch. Here we go. We'll get to these ones here in just a moment. Alright, topic of the day. Will you find romance? Oh, say the zombie apocalypse, but this really will prepare in real life. Oh my gosh. This is Empress. This is you. Right here, starting off with that. Wow. Hands down. I'm peeking ahead. Oh my god. This is amazing. Okay, one. And I see these two together. The Emperor and the Empress. This is true love. This is soulmate love. And dare I say, which I don't like using this term. I don't know why, because it's so rare and everyone's using it so loosely, but twin flame. This is twin flame love. You have some completion here. You got messages coming in and you have the lovers. Oh my gosh, this is love like none other. This is love worth waiting for. This is divine timing at work in your life. The Empress here. Wow, this is about abundance. This person here that's coming into you could be an Aries. A lot of Aries energy. You could be an Aries yourself. Page of Cups here. He talks about new love here as well. This talks about fertility. These two together actually even talk about, like, he's got a little man here. She's got a little girl. Might be two families coming together here as well. She doesn't discriminate. Even if her little one's still a little zombie, she's still gonna look. She's got it shackled. She's posing for a nice picture. Hey, the Emperor's coming in all loud and clear, all hot and bothered, tall, dark, and handsome. Wow, he's coming in to rescue this girl. She's like, hey, I don't need rescuing, but I do need a hottie like you. Ten of Swords. This is about completion. It's also a bit about a painful ending. Hitting rock bottom sometimes, you got to do that. But if you want to love that person, you got to pull the guts right out of them. You know, you got to be able to take that intestine and tug hard and tug long. That's the only way you're going to get them, my friend. The Lovers here coming in. Wow, this is a partnership. This is about deep, deep love. This is the strength of two together. We're going to jump in here to the zombie tarot book. We're going to go back here to the Empress. This is about maternal and success. The feminine force to be reckoned with. The Empress embodies a cycle of birth, death, and reanimation. Her maternal instincts kick into high gear whenever her offspring are threatened. I knew it. The guy comes in to rescue her. She's like, hey, no. I got this. She knows there's no problem, and she can't solve with patience, love, and a shovel to the back of the head. She is a nurturer, so her home was filled with both the living and the undead. Watch your step. There may be zombie poop. Going into the Page of Cups here. This little guy, he's creative, he's kind, he's artistic. Messages coming in. What is about... so cute. What is about tiny little zombies that make you just want to hug the intestines out of them? The page may represent a young person in your life who brings joy and warm fuzzies back to your daughter or your son. You know, protecting your offspring. Remember, even when you're feeling completely alone, there's always someone lurking behind the bush who cares. Aww. The Emperor. Oof. Hottie coming in here. Yeah. Protector of children. Master of his own domain. Leader control. He brings order out of chaos. He is a bad motherfucker. Viewing every obstacle as a challenge. The Emperor uses logic and common sense to counteract the chaos. Raging outside the abandoned house you're holed up in. He may represent an older male in your life, or an authority figure whose guidance and protection you can count on while others are literally outside there losing their heads. This guy's awesome, man. You got the shield made in you. You're just growing some flowers in the backyard. He can protect the front. I think when you guys meet up with each other, it's going to be endless amount of intestines of possibilities. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. You've come to the end of the line, but this certainly isn't the outcome you've hoped for. Betrayal, disappointment, despair cloud your attitude, but these feelings won't last forever. The Ten of Swords reminds us that sometimes we need to cast out old interests aside and start over. If you can't beat them, join them. Like I said here, letting go of some old ties. This one here is about healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I know your parents left you in the school bus during the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, and they ran for the hills without you. But the time that you've been alone and taken in the children and other kids you found on the bus and been there for a lot of people during the apocalyptic times, it's really going to create an amazing completion to the end of this journey of the pain that your parents caused you. Letting that go, you're going to have messages of new love coming in. Letting that go, it's going to be worth waiting for, because the divine timing is at work in your life. You've been waiting a long time for love. like a retarded long, ridiculous, excuse that word, ridiculous long time. All I keep saying is waiting and waiting and waiting. As long as I am fixated on these intestines tonight, but as long as you pull these intestines out to the length you can possibly muster, that's how long you have been waiting for. Playfulness to recapture the romance and allow your inner youthful spirit spirit of fun to shine. I think a little bit of flirting. Take your time with the Emperor. Just be a little playful. Flirt with him. Bring in the new ideas slowly. He's been out there in the world too by himself a long time. You've been indoors. You've been inside this small town, this small village during the apocalypse. He's been on the road, so you need to take time with him as well. He is worth waiting for. Be a little playful, a little flirting going on. Let's go into the Lovers card here. The Lovers is about romance. It's about blinded by passion. It's about sex. It's about decisions, where to start. Always decisions with you. Yeah, lovers are just decisions where you should get. Okay, I'm going to stop talking here. I'm just going to go back to this here. Where do you start? The head or the heart? The Lovers or duality in motion. And you must make up your mind before moving on. If you decide to overlook that your new lover is one of the undead, don't be surprised when he or she rips your heart out. Maybe it's better to leave this relationship behind. It's starting to sink. Oh, no. I don't think so. I think you need to decide, is this, you can either choose the dead or you can choose the living. I know you've been with this dead girl for a very long time and you've taken care of her, but after a while it's okay to be with the living and move on for a while. There's going to be many other undead boys and undead girls that you can find out there too, but like I said, oh my gosh, so cool. Like, can you have not gotten a better spread in the entire universe? The Empress and the Emperor with the Lovers. And she is amazing. She can't get any more. She's like, well, she's even better than all the queens, you know what I mean? All the queens put together, from resourceful to nurturing, self-sufficient, feisty, passionate, confident. The total package, fertility, healing, supportive. She's got it all. And that's you. The whole package. And same thing with this cat, He's a supportive leader. He's tolerant. He's empathic. He can feel your needs. He knows when things are coming out. He's a solid dude, man. He's a practical. He's going to invest wise into the farms and stuff you're going to be finding in the future to grow your own food for during the apocalyptic time. He's very intentional. He's very bold. He's charming. He's courageous. This is it, man. This is worth waiting for. This is all worth waiting for. And god damn it, you've been waiting a long time. So, super excited for you there, Valkyrie. Shield Maiden pile number 2. You will find your true love, your soulmate, your twin flame in the apocalypse of all things. And if you even watch this for not thinking about apocalypse and watch this just as a straight up, man, you find love. You will find love. And don't worry, you might have to wait a little bit longer. Well, this guy's coming. It was an honor to read this for you, and thank you so much for watching. Alright, Valkyrie bitches. This is the last one. The battle axe. We'll get to those ones in just a sec. Let's jump right into here and see what's going to be shaken down. Will you find love, and what kind? AKA, can you find romance during the zombie apocalypse? Excuse me, Winchesters. Death card. Rebirth. Strength. 9 of Wands. The 9's fruitation. Persistence. 8, 9, 8. Some more cups coming on. We got 2 cups. We got the King of Cups and finishing. We got a lot of love here. We see some strength within. We see some leaving things behind. 8 of Cups here. I see a bit of retreat, withdrawal. But we have the King of Cups here in your future. I see a lot of strength within you. I think we can indulge in, but I wonder what's happening here with this retreat. 9 of Wands is keeping and maintaining boundaries as well. The strength likes to tell us about self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. I love the Death card. It's absolute new beginnings. It's like the perfect card to get for apocalyptic romance card. It's just like it's from the old coming into the new. Like, how exciting is that? I'm jumping ahead a little bit. Letting go of control issues. It's safe for you to love. Boy, it's safe for you to come out, man. It's during the apocalypse time. Finances and career. Finances and career issues are a factor right now in your love life. Letting go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Is it safe for you to love? Open your heart to receive the highest energy of all. Well, that's the hardest thing of all to do, is it not? To trust, to let go. You know, we have the new beginnings here. It's telling you that it's here, but we need that inner courage. We need sometimes that person to tell us it's okay, you know, that affirmation that it's going to be good. Let's indulge in here into the cards, into the more the zombie apocalyptic way here, just for kicks, just for shits and giggles. Let's start off with the Death card here. Death card represents you. So this is new beginnings, transformations, rebirth. Like I said, you just had to take this card literally, didn't you? Rather than seeing the death and card as a bad omen, think of this card as an opportunity. It is time to shed bad habits and abandon past restraints. A great transformation is may be underway. Go ahead and bury those old relationships. Just be sure they don't crawl out back later. Alright, hopping into the Strength card. This is our movement towards your love. This is about resolve. This is about inner determination, conviction. Your strengths come from within. You've stared down the zombie horde, and they blinked first. Or they would have, if they only had working eyelids. You've learned to trust your instincts and stay on your chosen path. Use the same resolve to cowboy up when the zombies get their second wind. Finances and career. Again, well, in this reality, yeah, we can rock the finances and career, but in the zombie reality, you're thinking ahead of what you have to gain for your food, your hoard, the things that you need to survive with. You're still living in the past. I think you need to hang on to material gains. Empty that backpack out and only have weapons and food and water. Alright, rocking into the 9 of Wands here. This is what I'm curious about here. This is about fire energy as well, okay? We had a couple majors here, but now jumping in, this is fire energy. Maybe dealing with like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is interesting, the card here. 9 of Wands. So, 9 of Wands here. Completion of task, willpower, persistence. You are the gift that keeps on giving. If you don't know when to quit, your steadfast devotion or your obsession in by completed task does not give credit to the zombie mantra. While you may be wary, at the end of the day, your satisfaction comes from a job well done. and sucking the eyeballs off your fingertips. Yes, indeed. Nine of Wands. This is about keeping and maintaining boundaries. Let's go into the Eight of Cups here and what's going on. It looks sad to me here. Eight of Cups. Moving on. Troubled relationships. Change. Look at her. She's retreating. She's leaving. She's like, I'm done with Costco. I'm done with trying to live there. I'm moving away now. Time to pick it up. And time to pack it in, amigo. The town is nearly overrun. You need to load up and find what left of your sanity and move on. Relationships are no longer close, and you are feeling left out of the group. The Eight of Cups urges you to abandon a failed relationship or broken of endure. It's time for you to try your luck in that little town down the road. Letting control issues. Let's see if it's safe for you to find love. The Knight of here, the King. The King of Cups. I love the King of Cups. He's supportive. He's tolerant. They say empathy, but he's got a lot of empath abilities as well. He's diplomatic. He's generous. He's debonair. Like, check those shoes he's wearing. Can he not be any cooler than that? This guy could smoke a cigar underneath water. This cat's so cool. He looks like the quiet, sensitive type, a portrait of calm, confident stability. But just beneath the surface lies a more complicated, emotional individual. The King of Cups keeps his feelings to himself, but he's always ready to lend an ear, or even someone else's, even if it's not his. He may also represent the need to act more from your heart than from your head, and that's what the King of Cups tells us about. He's all about love. I believe it will be safe for you to love, but you think you have to be strong, and I think you have to think about moving on. I think we're dealing with, this does talk about straight up leaving a relationship behind, and that could be friends, it could be family, it could be friendship, dealing with a boyfriend, girlfriend, but you gotta let go of those control issues. And once you do, you will find love. At the moment, love is not up in the air. I think you have a lot of healing to do. You have a lot of boundaries up. You need to persist in this here, and you got to find your path through perseverance. I know I keep coming back to the financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Again, I think it's just time to unpack that backpack, dump it out, and just keep the necessities in life. Time to find new beginnings, and you'll find this really interesting figure that's going to come to you here. A very supportive person, very tolerant person. And it will be safe for you to love again. I want you to open up your heart and give and receive in the highest energy of all. I believe you will find love again. You just have to be persistent, and you have to work on yourself and do a lot of self-love and unconditional healing. I think you have to look within for a while. Jumping into a relationship immediately afterwards is not going to be cool for the other person. That's not cool at all. Some people just need to be with someone all the time, but it's really not fair to the rebound person, is it not? So you got to work within yourself first, and then the new beginnings that you're going to have, and shedding the old with the new. Shedding that old skin, coming into the new beginnings. I love the Death card. It's one of my favorite ones to get. I have high hopes of amazeballsness for you. You got to comment below and let me know about this cat that you're meeting here. Alright, self-love, inner wisdom, inner work, unconditional self-love for yourself. Don't rebound with the first person, because this cat's coming up for you here, and it is absolutely safe for you to love. Alright, during the zombie apocalypse, enjoy your freedom, man. I don't think You have much to worry about. All right, take care. It was an honor reading for you, and thank you so very much for watching.